I de-tagged you in the video. I don't want you in the video. Oops. Hi, we're live.
Yeah, too bad. I'm in the video now. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We've got an awesome show, and it is going to be one of those shows.
This is Craig's idea of a show. This is not my idea of a show. I just want to say that for the record while we begin this. Hi, Cynthia.
Okay, feedback. Should our board of realtors make feedback mandatory? We kind of talked about this a little bit.
Yeah, this is Craig's doing. Craig is like on a -10 energy level this morning. Like, I don't know what his deal is. He's like, you're on like 14. I'm like, yeah.
That's up.
I
just like stopped in mid.
I had a saying to say with that, but I say sayings wrong all the time. Suck it up, Buttercup. That's what I was trying to remember.
Suck it up, Buttercup. I like how that derailed your whole thought train too.
It did.
Yeah. All right.
Good morning.
So here's the thing: feedback. Should it be mandatory? I don't know. I don't know. And first of all, I don't know how the board would be able to police that and stuff like that. So
fine.
We're just talking here. So, like code of ethics. Part of code of ethics says we have a duty to communicate with other realtors. So we could say you're not following the code if you're not giving feedback.
True, I guess, but I think that would be a stretch.
I agree.
I don't really think that. I do agree that as part of your job, if you're showing houses, you should be giving feedback, right? But I don't know if I feel like it. I'd go as far as to say it's a code of ethics violation.
No, and like I said, we're just talking here. We're just talking here, Hanson. All right, come on.
Again, Craig's idea, not mine. Just so you guys know.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next issue, and this. I've heard this saying a million times. No feedback is feedback. If you don't get feedback, it is feedback.
Truth.
Yeah.
I live and die by that rule. That's what I'm saying.
That means Nicole very rarely gives feedback. That's what she's trying to say.
That does not. Stop calling me out.
How's it going, Jessica, Jen? How are you?
Brad, hi.
Brad. Okay, so that's it. No feedback is feedback. I don't know. If I'm being honest, I'm always being honest. I think it's part of being a professional. I think it's common courtesy to do that, and especially if someone asks you for feedback. I know now a lot of the systems we use automatically will send an email out. I mean, I like that it's emailed. I can do it when I need to do it. I try to do it within 24 hours. I don't show I'm not working with a ton of buyers to where I'm showing, 10 homes a day or something like that. But I do, when I did do that, I would forget what the third house that I showed, the third client of the day was out of a day where I'm showing 9 houses or 20. Yeah, Jeff, no feedback is feedback. That's one of the ones that we were talking about. But I'm leaving my number one point where I'll counter that in a minute. So anyway, okay. Get back on track.
Hey, that's you, man. I had something to say, but I forgot. It's one of those mornings.
Yeah. Well, and here's what I do also, because what happens after a showing, your sellers are always going to ask you how to go. Did you get the feedback yet, Craig, or something like that? So when I'm doing my listing appointment, I share with my sellers, hey, look, we're not going to get feedback from everybody. And I do tell my sellers that, hey, look, no feedback is feedback. What we want to see good offers coming in. That's what we want. But I also tell my sellers, hey, not every realtor is going to leave feedback. And I don't say that some of them are lazy. I wouldn't disparage other realtors either.
Tell us what you really feel there, Craig.
Well, I do think we should give feedback. It takes 2 seconds. My feedback for, I always tell everyone this, my feedback for when I don't remember the house is layout doesn't work for a buyer. That's my generic feedback that I just... Because you know what, I hate, sometimes you leave feedback for an agent, like, let's say it's a ranch style home, right? And you say, they didn't like the second floor because I got it confused with another house or something like that. And then the agent will call you, we don't even have a second floor, and stuff like that. So I think so if I just put layout doesn't work for buyer, no one's ever going to call me.
Is generic feedback better than no feedback? That's the question. What do you guys think? Is generic feedback better than no feedback? I'm just asking it.
I think it is. For sure.
I don't know.
For sure. It's your minimum responsibility, I think. It's like being what do they say, a professional versus a practitioner. Like if you're a professional, you take your business to the next level. And if another agent asks me for feedback, I'm going to give that agent feedback.
Are we talking about number 3 now?
Well, I think we're not really doing numbers on this one because we're kind of all over the place. No, we already did number 2. We were doing number 3. We're getting ready to number 1.
You're jumping all over the board.
We're all over the board today.
Like I said, Craig's in a mood today. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. And then the number 1 thing. Here's my problem with agents that don't leave feedback. It makes the listing agent look bad to their customer.
Yeah.
Because my seller is asking me repeatedly, hey, why didn't we get feedback from that showing? Where's the feedback? Hey, Craig. I didn't say hi to myself there. Hey, me. Hey, how you doing there?
I just don't understand how they do all the extra feedback emails.
What's that?
Jeff Lyon says he doesn't understand how they deal with all the extra feedback emails because, you get a feedback email, then you get a feedback email, then you get I think it's 3 or 4 emails you get before it goes, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 3. I think you could set that in your offices and stuff like that. I think we're set on 3 times.
See, but Jessica Kish agrees with me, saying that she'd rather have no feedback than generic feedback.
Well, hey, like I said, and again, but here's the thing: if you represent a lot of sellers and you've got more listings and stuff like that, your sellers are going to be asking you about feedback, and the seller doesn't. They're not going to remember, oh, well, that's, the buyer's agent's Nicole Hansen. Well, I know she's not going to leave me feedback. They're not looking at that. They're saying, Craig, where's my feedback? Where's my feedback? And it's like, and again, we try to stress that the feedback's not, if it's not an offer, they kept looking.
Give me some good tips then on how to make me better at doing feedback. Like when you do feedback, do you do it when you walk out the door? See, for me, I have too many things going on for me to then leave feedback because I'm trying to find the next house. Like, so what are good habits then that you would have for giving feedback?
Well, what I do is just my inbox, my email inbox. When I'm nearest a computer, I typically don't do that kind of stuff on my phone. So when I'm at my computer the next time and I'm cleaning out my email inbox, that's when I do it.
Yeah, I've got like 10,000 emails in my email inbox. So.
Ooh, that would drive me nuts. I start sweating when I get to about 200. I'm at about 130, 150 or so. Yeah.
Well, I get my personal in with my professional. It goes from my personal email into that box. So I
do you really need a professional email? This is my professional and my personal email.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, you should have 2 separate ones.
Why?
Cause I don't want all this spam to my professional stuff. If I ever disconnect it, then all I'll have is just my professional email. Next
week's show is gonna be why do you need 2 emails?
No, it's not.
All right, so I think that pretty much about covers it for today. So feedback, should it be mandatory? I don't know how. First of all, I don't know how they would ever make that mandatory. There's no plans to do that. It was just an interesting topic. So anyway, you guys have a great week. Thanks for watching, and what else? I'll make sure Craig drinks a Red Bull before the next show. I don't know what. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. All right. Thanks. Bye.